Our up and down week continues, and I've got a monster show planned for us today, so let's get after it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me this episode and kicking off your weekend with me here as we're on Friday. We're on the Friday edition here of Winning Bets. We're giving out free sports picks every single week. That's right, it's Friday, and hope you guys are looking forward to the great weekend that's ahead. As I just said, we've got a big show on tap. I've got several MLB bets, NASCAR bets, soccer bets, parlays. I've got it all for you guys. Let's just jump on into it. But before we do, let's of course make sure we recap. Always honest here. Don't hide from a bad result or a bad day. But let's do recap it. As you guys can see there, yesterday we were down 1.19 units, but there's still some positivity. Even though we've had a winning day Monday, losing day Tuesday, winning day Wednesday, and then a losing day Thursday, we're still positive on the week because we make good bets here, and that's what we are. We're plus 0.62 units there on the week. Let's recap it here real quick. It all started off with that Isner plus 4.5 that I mentioned that we're getting from our friends over at OddsJam. The one thing I haven't mentioned about that, and I do forget, is they're doing a free trial. So if you're on the fence about maybe wanting to join OddsJam, or you just want to take advantage of a free trial, go ahead and just do the free trial. I think it's a 5-day free trial if I recall correctly, and then you can at least win money for 5 days. And then if you don't want to join, well, hey, you made money over the course of 5 days, but maybe you do want to at least go ahead and check them out. But I did forget to mention that, so I do want to do that now. All right, let's go ahead now and recap the soccer action. Boy, that Roma United game was frustrating. They obviously didn't get 2 goals in that first half. There was only 1 goal. So many chances. Cavani hit the crossbar after trying to dink the keeper. I thought he could have played it over to Greenwood. Thought there was a nice opportunity to play a little square ball to Greenwood. Greenwood would have had an easy tap in there. Cavani missed another shot. Roma had tons of shots, so tons of opportunities in that first half. Unfortunately, there's only 1 goal. That's the way it goes in soccer, but yeah, really good, solid bet. We just didn't get the right result. I don't know what happened in Arsenal with that team total. I did not watch that game at all. I was watching, my boys in Manchester United. So, I don't know. Other than looking at Flash Score, it looked like Arsenal just couldn't do shit. I mean, they couldn't do shit. So, yeah, that didn't work out for them. Royals on that F5. Remember how I told you guys how Duffy was really good and McKenzie was struggling? Well, if I'd have given you the stat lines after that game and said which pitcher is which pitcher, you would have thought Duffy was the McKenzie guy, and McKenzie was a Duffy guy. So their roles were reversed, unfortunately, in that yesterday's game. So we didn't get that F5. We didn't get that Twins team total. Battle, they clawed, they fought. They had Jordan Lyles on the ropes in every single inning until he bowed out there in that 5th inning. They had him on the ropes. They could just never quite get that crucial hit to really, obviously knock him out of that game a lot earlier. And then in extra innings, the Rangers want to get a run. And then the Twins don't. You got a runner on second base, starting on second base, and they couldn't get a run. That one was certainly frustrating. Lost our free MLB parlay that I did. Of course, the way parlays work, I did a 4-legged parlay and only lost 1 leg. The 1 leg I lost was that Royals F5. The other legs in there, Blue Jays F5 was successful. And then I took a couple no-run the first innings, and those were successful. So only 1 of the 4 legs lost, as parlays do. Then I did a no-run in the first inning parlay. That was another free bet. Had an opportunity to hedge it later on, as the first 3 legs were successful. Or no, the first 2. It was a 3-legged parlay. First 2 legs were successful. Hedged the second one. It was a good thing I did hedge it, because there was a run in that first inning as the leadoff batter hit a home run. So that was a good hedge there. And then I did Smiley under 5.5 Ks. That's the bet that I gave out on Twitter. I was watching the soccer match. I was really pissed the way there weren't goals in that Roma United one. I liked this bet all day, but I was, just didn't want to load up on the number of volume bets. But once United Roma wasn't cashing for me, I went ahead and sent that tweet out, and we all cashed on Smiley under 5.5 K. So again, down on the day, but still positive on the week, and that is what I'm talking about. Before we jump on into these bets, I don't know if any of you guys were trying to live bet that Twins team total with me, but notice that DraftKings was down. We've mentioned on the show, and I just want to reiterate, just to reemphasize the need to do this. There was an outage yesterday with DraftKings. You couldn't live bet. I took screenshots. I emailed them. And as you can see, they went ahead and replied back to me an email, apologizing for the outage where you couldn't live bet anything, and they gave me a free $10 bet. So hopefully if you guys had that same issues yesterday with trying to live bet anything, but if you were on that same strategy of trying to live bet that Twins team total, hopefully you took screenshots, you emailed them, and you got a free $10 bet alongside of me, which I've used that free $10 bet, burned a hole in my pocket. I've already used it. One of these bets today, I'll go ahead and drop with you guys on that free $10 bet. Let's get into the bets, guys. I am pumped. Hopefully you guys guys are pumped. It's Friday, baby. Friday, baby. The day where we kick the sports books' ass and we take all their money. Let's jump on into it. The first one, I'm taking that Pirates team total over 3.5 runs. You can find that at plus money over at DraftKings. It's plus 102. Zach Davies is on the mound for the Cubs. Terrible numbers. 23 innings pitched. He's given up 22 runs. My man has given up almost a run per inning he pitches. In that, he's given up 31 hits, 3 home runs, and only doing 17 Ks with 18 walks and allowing a 316 on base percentage. I mean, not on base percentage, opponent's batting average, a 316 opponent's batting average. So extremely high contact guy, shitty control, 18 walks in 23 innings is terrible, and low strikeouts as well. Most guys are striking out almost a batter per inning, these days, and this guy's nowhere near it, only doing 17 and 23. So everything here screams that the Pirates should be able to jump on him. The Pirates have already faced him twice this season. The first time around, they had a little bit of a success, 5.2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 runs, and 1 homer. Then they saw him for the second time around and knocked the shit out of him. 1.2 innings pitched, 5 hits, 7 runs. That is what we talk about, and that is what you see in baseball. If the guys, know what's coming and know what it looks like coming out of your hand, that favors the batter. So no surprise they had, a greater amount of success the second time around. This is now going to be their third time seeing him this season. Definitely expect the Pirates to be jumping all over this guy. And if they do get to that Cubs bullpen, we don't know which arms will be coming out. They rank 13th across all the stats. They're about average 13, 14, 15 across all the stats. So just an average bullpen is what they'll be a phase. But I expect them to get 4 runs off Zach Davies. I mean, those numbers are terrible. So like that Pirates team total over 3.5 at plus 102 over at DraftKings. All right, let's go ahead and get on into some Nerfies. I got one half-inning Nerfie, and then we got a couple full-game Nerfies. Let's do that half-inning Nerfie first. Of course, the Nerfies, no run the first inning. I'm going to parlay the Mets not to score in the first inning with the Phillies not to score in the first inning at minus 121 over at DraftKings. For the Mets, they're going up against the Diamondbacks ace and Gallen. He's gone 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, and 7 Ks in the first inning. You're starting to get into this point in the season where it's almost hard to find a pitcher that hasn't given up a run in the first inning just due to how long now the season's been going on. But Gallen is their ace. Mets have been struggling offensively, so got no problem taking Gallen on the mound here against the Mets. And then the Phillies, they're going up against a Morton. He is actually one of the rare pitchers who have still yet to give up a run the first inning. He has been outstanding. 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 0 walks, 0 runs, and 8 Ks. That's what you need, guys. We've got Gallen, 4 Ks, or 7 Ks in 4 innings. Morton's 8 Ks in 6 innings. You need guys that can strike out in case they get in trouble. Both of these guys can get it done, so like them to keep the bats quiet. And then runs per first inning, the Mets ranked 23rd, and the Phillies ranked 6th. So, again, not scared, though, with Charlie Morton on the mound, a guy who's been successful all season long. So parlay the Mets and the Phillies at minus 121 over DraftKings. All right, these next 3 things, or these next 3 bets, you're starting to get now into the course of the season where mentioned here on the show about, being successful in baseball over my years in betting. And the reason you are is because you get a lot of volume and guys are who they are over the course of the season. You may get tripped up on occasionally, but you're not going to get tripped up, over the course of 162 games. These next 3 bets, I'm betting them every single game of the season. And I advise you, if you're on board with me today, you really need to be on board Saturday and Sunday because I don't know maybe which one of these is going to cash, but I don't want to miss out and try and pick and choose and which one. So on board with me all the next 3 days on these bets. The first one's the Nerfie in Rays versus Athletics. No run that first inning. Rays Athletics going to take it today, going to take it Saturday, going to take it Sunday. And today it's at minus 107 over at DraftKings. Batting average for these 2 teams, Rays ranked 23rd, Athletics ranked 26th. Runs in the first inning, Rays rank 22nd, getting .42 per game. And the Athletics rank 27th, getting .3 per game. So 2 terrible offenses in the first inning. As for those pitchers, Manaea's on the mound for the Athletics. 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 runs, 5 Ks. And for Hill over at the Rays, 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 run, 7 Ks. So pitchers to me are kind of irrelevant, really going on what these offenses do. They're terrible in general. They're terrible in the first inning. Yeah, going to go ahead and bet this today. I'm going to bet it every game this series. So Rays Athletics, minus 107 over DraftKings. All right, these next 2, we need to take a little break here for a second, and we need everybody to nod their head. We're going that there will be a run the first inning. So don't get tripped up when you place your bet. We're betting on there being a run your first inning. So nod your head in agreement. Everybody agrees. We're taking there to be a run. I just don't want you guys to get tripped up. It's absolutely a habit to obviously do a Nerfie. Not doing a Nerfie this time. I don't know what they're calling it. What is a Rifey? Is that what they're calling them these days? A Rifies? Yes, there will be a run the first inning. And then these two bets too, doing them all weekend. Going to do it today, going to do it Saturday, going to do it Sunday. The first one is in the Angels-Dodgers game at -115 over at DraftKings. Batting average for these two teams ranked 2nd and 12th in the major leagues. Going good offensive teams. In terms of their first inning, doing damage, they're ranked 11th and 13th. Both of them averaging more than a half a run per game in that first inning. So love that. For the Angels, Canning is on the mound today. Listen to these atrocious numbers. 4 innings pitched, 7 hits, 6 runs, 2 home runs, and 3 Ks in the first inning. So love that he gets lit up, and love that he also can't strike out batters. Urias is on the mound there for the Dodgers. 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 home run, and 7 Ks. So yeah, we'll be betting this one today. We're betting it all weekend. All right, the next one we're going to bet that there will be a run in the first inning. We're going to take Astros and Blue Jays at -125 over at PointsBet. Batting average for these two teams, 4th and 8th in the major league. Two really good offenses. In terms of getting damage done in the first inning, ranked 16th and 9th in the major league. So two good offenses also in the first inning. .48 and .60 runs per first inning. Urquidy is on the mound here for the Astros. 6 innings pitched, 8 hits, 3 runs, only 3 Ks. So again, guy that's getting hit and a guy that's not striking out people. Love that combination for a run in the first inning. And then Stripling's on the mound here for the Blue Jays. Hasn't pitched all that much this season. Only gone 3 starts so far. So 3 innings pitched, 3 hits. Already given up a run, and only has 2 Ks. So those are the bets for the runs in the first inning. All right, next ones here, I'm going to go quick-ish per se. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more bets here. I told you guys, we are loaded today. We are taking all the sportsbooks money. Taking it all. We're getting it all back today, folks. All right, these next 4, we're going to kind of run through them here a little quick-ish. Let's do it. Going to go ahead and take that Reds money line at +133 over PointsBet. I'm getting the better starter in Miley. I'm getting the better offense by far, getting a top 10 offense versus a bottom 5 offense. I'm getting a slightly worse bullpen, but they're coming off of an off day. So I like that, maybe them being able to make up the advantage. So Reds money line at +133. The next one I'm going to do is Braves -1 at -118 over at DraftKings. You're getting the better starter in Morton. We just talked about him. He's by far the better starter. Holds his opponents to a less batting average, and his K per 9 is about 3 more K per 9, so he's a lot better there. You're getting the better offense here in the Braves with big advantages in strikeouts and home runs, and you're getting the better bullpen. So full game advantage here for the Braves. So Braves -1 at -118. For the next one here, I'm going to go ahead and take those Diamondbacks at +118 over at DraftKings. You're getting the better starter by far in Gallen. Again, this is the Diamondbacks ace, and he's definitely got to be by far the better starter here in this matchup. The offenses are relatively even across the board. You know, Diamondbacks may do some things better or worse, but across the board, the offenses are about even. It's a wash here going up against the Mets. In terms of bullpens, you are getting the worst bullpen. I'm always honest on this show. You're definitely getting the worst bullpen. But the Mets used their good arms yesterday in getting that victory. So there can be a little bit of a balancing out there where the Diamondbacks didn't. So, yeah, getting the worst bullpen, but we're getting far and away the better starter. So we're hoping that he can go deep. And then the Diamondbacks can obviously use those good arms because Gallen had a good start. So love the Diamondbacks at plus money at +118. Then the last Major League Baseball we're going to go ahead and do today is we're going to do the Cardinals on the run line at +107, and that's at DraftKings, and that's just a standard run line at -1.5 point spread. You're getting the better starter in the Cardinals ace by far in Flaherty. And then for the Rockies, they're throwing Gomber. Again, he was with the Cardinals for the past 2 seasons. So again, you get familiarity, favors the hitters. If you know what's coming, and if you know what it looks like coming out of the hand, we know that favors the hitter. So I like that the Cardinals have their ace on the mound, and I like that the Rockies are throwing a guy that the Cardinals bats are familiar with. In terms of offense, maybe slightly worse offense here in the Cardinals, but more power. They got better slugging and better home run numbers. So a touch, I mean, when I mean slightly worse, I mean like the batting average, on base percentage, it's like slightly worse. It's not all that much worse. So. And then bullpen, though, huge bullpen advantage here for the Cardinals. You're getting a top 3 bullpen versus a bottom 3 bullpen here in the Rockies. So bullpen advantage is massive advantage here for the Cardinals. So I like the Cardinals run line at home at +107 over at DraftKings. All right, let's flip it over now to some NASCAR. I've got one NASCAR bet that I've already bet and one that I'm going to keep my eye on. Want to see how Friday goes, Saturday goes, but there's another one that I really like. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and keep it to one. And of course, you can always look for me on Twitter if I go ahead and pull the trigger on the other one. This one's not going to surprise you. I'm taking William Byron over Alex Bowman at even money at PointsBet. We cashed this exact same bet last week, and we've cashed William Byron 2 weeks in a row now. William Byron has gotten in the top 10 9 straight weeks. William Byron is amazing. I mean, he's just on one hell of a run. So, yeah, I got no problem backing this guy. Like I said, he cashed this exact same bet for us last week. Just the run that he's on. Yeah, I'm expecting the number 24 car to be absolutely strong on Sunday. So, yeah, William Byron over Alex Bowman at even money. Don't even have to think twice for that one. Go ahead and book it. All right, for the next one here, I'm going to go ahead and use that free $10 bet that I just mentioned that we scored last night off of that outage there yesterday for DraftKings due to their live betting issues. I'm going to use it on a soccer parlay. So this is a free bet for me. Bet a free $10 bet to win $51 or call it 3.42 units. Let's see if we can flip this $10 into a little over 3 units. First team in that parlay is going to be Liverpool or Southampton. Liverpool's by far the better team, and they obviously need to keep on grinding so they can try and make European football next season. So got no problem dropping Liverpool in there. Going to take Napoli over Spezia. For Napoli, they're in 5th place, and they're only 2 points out of Champions League football, where Spezia is in 16th place. So Napoli should be able to get the job done here. I'm going to go ahead and drop Bayern in there, going up against Gladbach. Bayern with the win can win the Bundesliga title for the 9th straight season. They're at home. They should be able to handle Gladbach, so go ahead and drop Bayern in there. Then they're going to go ahead and take Monaco over Reims. Look, Monaco is just 1 point clear of the last Champions League spot. So, I mean, they're not comfortable in Champions League by any stretch of the imagination. They need to still be getting points. So I like Monaco to get the job done over Reims. And then the last team I like is PSG over Rennes. There's not going to be any Champions League, hangover or feeling sorry for themselves. They want to win League One. They can still salvage a season by being League One champions. Right now, they're in 2nd place. They're 1 point out of 1st place. They need to keep getting points. They can get the job done over Rennes, so I like to drop in PSG in there. So that is the 5-legged parlay to win 3.42 units on a free roll. All right, let's go ahead before we end this show, give you a few answers here, and some of these are maddening. I've talked about this a handful of weeks ago. These are my answers for the FoxBet Super 6 app where you can win $10,000 on that quiz show. The first question revolves around weather in America. Once again, let me down. 70% of America's on Fayetteville when the high is 68. Knoxville's got a high of 79. Take Knoxville. I just don't know what is wrong with America. They really piss me off when they do stuff like this. I don't like it. All right, question 3, what's going to be the golfer with the best final round score? Well, I'm going to go ahead and take Justin Thomas. Some of these other guys you can pick from are going to be cut. I mean, they had bad first round, so like Justin Thomas. He also won a PGA championship here at Quail Hollow, so he's really familiar with this course. Winning the PGA championship said a lot, so I like Justin Thomas have the better final round score. Question 4. This one's going to be around books. I know it has nothing to do with sports, but again, I'm just upset that America is taking Lewis, when if you look at the ratings right now, Lewis is ranked 5th, and Grisham is ranked 4th. So take John Grisham, folks. He's already in the better slot. So go ahead and give me John Grisham. And for number 6, we are getting back on the sports train. Where will Denny Hamlin finish on Sunday? Tough for me. But I'm predicting 4 to 5. I think Hamlin will finish 3 or 4 is what I actually think. But I've got Harvick in as a solid 2. So rather than just lock Hamlin in at 3, I'll go ahead and take 4 to 5. Give myself an extra number. That's how strong I think Kevin Harvick will finish in the 2nd place this weekend. So Denny Hamlin 4 to 5 for me. All right, guys, go ahead and hit that like button. Mash that like button. Let me know you're going to be on these baseball bets with me. You're riding out that NASCAR head-to-head, and you're going to take a chance with me on that soccer parlay. Or, just hit it, man. Let's do it. I can't wait to take the bookies' money today. Let's do it, guys. All right, it's Friday. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and look forward to recapping this entire weekend with you on Monday and kicking off another week here of winning bets. Have a good one. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.